Am I the asshole? For continuing to argue with my husband after he made a joke about our daughter's curly hair. I'm a Latina woman married to a white man. We have an 8-year-old daughter with curly hair. I love her hair, and she loves it too. Last weekend, I noticed she was upset and quiet. I asked what happened, and she didn't want to tell me. I insisted, and she started crying. She told me her father had made a joke about her hair. He said her hair looked like a rat's nest and that she should straighten it or cut it. He said it was just a joke and that he loved her hair, but she shouldn't tell me about the joke. I was furious and confronted my husband. I started arguing with him and said he was being prejudiced and had hurt our daughter. He apologized and said he didn't mean to offend anyone. He said he was just trying to make a joke and didn't see any issue with her hair. He said I needed to stop dwelling on his mistake and that I was overreacting. I didn't accept his apologies and continued to argue with him. I told him he had no idea what curly hair means to our daughter and our culture. I said he should respect it and not make such jokes. I said he was foolish for making our daughter feel bad and for making her hide the truth from me. Am I the asshole? Hey op, I know that you're already rightfully upset about your husband's behavior, but I think it's really important to teach her that there is no keeping secrets from her parents, especially from each other. A kid taught to keep secrets from their parents becomes very vulnerable to several kinds of severe abuse. There are lessons online about how to teach your kids not to keep secrets, but that planning surprises is okay, for example, because it can be dangerous. Your husband shouldn't be teaching your daughter to keep secrets from you. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. The fact that he explicitly told your daughter not to tell you about his joke shows you he knows how wrong and hurtful it was. He can't just say things like that and claim, oh, it was just a joke, so you're not allowed to get mad. Clearly his joke, regardless of his intention, was hurtful, and instead of sincerely apologizing to both you and your daughter, he's treating it like you're being oversensitive and shrugging you off as being ridiculous. He doesn't get to decide what does and does not hurt someone else. Not the asshole. Your husband knows he's in the wrong. He even tried to convince your daughter to not say anything. He made her cry, and that's not okay. What was he expecting? Oh, I'll make my daughter insecure about a trait she likes about herself, that'll be funny. If he doesn't have any issues with her hair, why did he insult it? Not the asshole. Red flag anytime one parent does something then tries to coerce the child into not telling the other parent about something like this. I don't know what his meaning is, but if I say my hair looks like a rat's nest, I mean that it's tangled. I clearly need to brush it or wash my beach spray out of it. I wasn't clocking it as anything weird until he said don't tell mummy. Has he explained that? Not the asshole. Little girls adore their daddies. And this one just shot her confidence level way down. He needs to beg for her forgiveness ASAP. Not the asshole. Those are the kinda jokes that leave your kid with lasting issues. Stop him now before he messes with her self-image. Not the asshole. Sometimes you have to get on someone's culo to make them really understand the error of their ways. He was making your daughter feel ashamed of who she was and what she looked like, things beyond her control. And then encouraged your daughter to lie to you. Bet you he won't do that again. Not the asshole. As someone who was the only curly girl in a family of people with straight hair, I cannot tell you how many times I got demeaning comments about the way my hair looked. For years, well into my adulthood, I had family members telling me I should straighten, relax, or cut my hair. It wrecked my relationship with my hair and my appearance. You're doing the right thing by standing up for your daughter. Don't let anyone tell her that curls aren't beautiful or that she needs to brush her rat's nest. Make sure your husband understands just how harmful those comments can be. Not the asshole, but your husband is major TA for teasing his daughter about her looks, for telling her not to tell you, which means he knew it was a mean thing to do when he did it, and for then trying to gaslight you about it. Not the asshole. He upset your daughter about something that was important to her, plus he told her not to tell you. He knew his joke was inappropriate and now he's trying to backpedal on it. You are not overreacting, the man has the empathy of a turnip. That was not a joke. Not the asshole. It's bad enough that he's making comments about her racialized hair like that. But asking her to keep it from you? Seriously troubling. Not the asshole. My parents made jokes like this, and I had no one to stick up for me, leading to 10 years of straightening damage and self-esteem issues in my life. Not the asshole. When he told your daughter not to tell you about the joke, it made him the R. Maybe he did say it as a joke and without thinking, he realized pretty quickly he was in the wrong by telling your daughter to keep it quiet. He needs to learn that is not okay. Of course not the asshole. And it wasn't a joke. Next he will make a joke about her hair not being blonde enough. This is very triggering for me. No, you are not the asshole. Your husband on the other hand is a giant flaming one. Not the asshole. He said something racist and then told her not to tell mom. I know it's overused, but triangular flag on post, 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 triangular flag on post. Not the asshole. How is telling an 8-year-old her hair looks like a rat's nest not meant to be offensive? It'd be offensive to anyone of any age, but what would possess him to joke like that with a child? Not the asshole. That comment is likely going to live with her for decades. Not the asshole. No, first he said something cruel and in no way was that a joking manner. Second, he said your daughter should have kept it from you. Telling a child to keep secrets from their parent is never okay unless it's a present, of course. He made his 8-year-old daughter cry and then told her not to tell you. Not the asshole, but he sure is. I've seen friends and family struggle with white partners, who may love them but don't get it. Not the asshole. I honestly can't respect you enough for this. So often white people will marry into a colored family and won't be able to change their prejudiced mindsets, mostly because the family will let them get away with anything. You need to teach your husband that his jokes are not funny if they come at the expense of other people, especially his daughter. Protect your kids, educate your partners. A joke is supposed to be funny. A joke is supposed to be fun for everyone involved unless the joke's targeted at an asshole ofs. It's not hard to understand why telling someone a normal goddamn part of them is weird or gross in any way isn't funny. What concerns me is your daughter is 8 and he told her to keep secrets from you, the mom. I'm a mom myself and that raises major red flags for me. He's the R and I'd also keep an eye on him from now on. He also shouldn't be disrespecting your culture. He should love you and where you come from. Not the asshole. Ask him if he still remembers any derogatory comments that were made to him as a kid, particularly by parents or family members, even if they were supposed to be jokes. How did that make him feel? Point out that he still remembers the comments, and so will your girl. If he has any compassion at all, he'll apologize to your daughter. Then make him wear a curly wig in a crazy color as his punishment. Daughter gets to pick it out. Hopefully you all get a laugh out of that and this becomes a funny memory instead of a painful one. Did your husband apologize to your daughter? If not, seems he just wants you to shut up about it instead of making it right to his little girl he hurt. Not the asshole. Obvious not the asshole. Anyone who tells their kid not to tell the other parent clearly knows that what they're saying is wrong, and I bet anything that he knew. Parents shouldn't be their kids' bully. Not the asshole. He insulted his child. The "it's a joke" is a weak attempt at deflecting. Her hair looked like a rat's nest. This part I can understand being a joke, as anyone's hair can be described that way at some point in time, usually just after waking up. That she should straighten it or cut it. This part is not a joke and is just rude mean. And the fact he said, "Don't tell mom I said this," hugely implies that he 100% meant what he said in not a joking manner. He doesn't get to be mean to his own child and then try to gaslight her into thinking it wasn't mean, by saying it was a joke. Not the asshole.